faster, dear. It's like we're moving backwards in your rearview mirror. The road eaten up by the snow, eaten up. I can feel, I know you feel it too. A little flicker on the path we steer of subtle flashing lights. We'll go faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. Faster, dear. The road's still moving backwards. Now it looks so clear. The snow eaten up by the road, eaten up by. I can still recall the twists and turns, but it feels so straight ahead. A little farther till the end. We'll go faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster.
There we go. Okay, gotta turn down my music a bit. Gotta turn down the audio for the desktop a little bit. Make sure that things are gonna go well for the stream in terms of audio balance. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. Another thing I'm gonna do here is maybe put that. I think that made it worse. There we go. Just have a little bit of clearance on my head there. But gotta get a quick sip of the juice, the coffee. So yeah, today let's do some motorsports. Let's do some motorsport. There's one thing I did want to mention about motorsport though, and let me check some of my things real quick here. So one thing that I'd like to do, I guess I'll go to my cam here. One thing I'm thinking about. So I do mostly motorsport content. That's what I have the most fun with. I also have I've done a few LFM things. Actually, did the new season of LFM start? Is that this season or is this the off week? I think this is the, yeah, so this is the off week for season 14. Okay. So I could do LFM one day of the week, do like 2 races like I did last time. That was pretty fun. Another thing that I was thinking of to mix up the content a little bit more, and I'm just playing around with the idea now. I have to do all the setup and stuff still for the game, but Forza Horizon 5 is still in life cycle. I have it. I enjoy it a lot. There's a lot of different types of racing you can do in Horizon. I'm wondering if that might be of interest to people. We'll see. I think the answer is we'll see. I think I might try it and see how it goes. Yeah, I think I might try it and see how it goes. Because I kind of wanted to play it again. So maybe next week, early next week, we'll try a Horizon stream. Maybe still do Motorsport Monday, then maybe Horizon could be my Tuesday activity or something. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's an idea. It's an idea. All right. Let's go back to the main stream here though. Let's boot up Motorsport though. And let's see what there is for me to do. Don't let your eardrums get blown out by the intro to this game. I should also have my element created for when people subscribe. I think. I don't know. So if somebody wants to unsubscribe and resubscribe, could give it a try. Or if we get any new subscribers today, we'll see. We'll see if that works. So there's still a few things that I'd like to do. I haven't really had the time to spend some time on them yet, since I've been obviously working to do a few other things this week. You know, working to get some applications out there for a job. Had 4th of July yesterday. So yeah, still plenty of things going on for me that are, you know, postponing some of these. I should probably plug in my wheel. Should probably figure out. There it goes. So we're gonna just get my phone ready here in case I get a phone call from someone. You're gonna want to hear that or see that. Not that I would see it. It's down in a place I can't really see. Let's see here. You know, one thing I wanted to check, what is the rivals right now? So the featured is using the Lamborghini Huracan, Sebring, World War II era concrete. See, this is in a Cadillac hypercar. The Shelby Monaco KC. That's an old classic endurance car. We won't do those right now. Let's check our vintage Le Mans prototypes. Race in 9 minutes at the Hockenheim Ring, a 90-minute race. Also, the Shelby Daytona is Max PI 700 at some short racing series. My safety rating's gone down to an A. Well, we can't have that. We gotta do some racing to get that back up. Ooh, do I want to do this endurance event? Let's see what cars are included in that. Kind of want to see what cars are included in that. Oh, those are going to be tough to drive. I'm getting the feeling that the answer is no, but let's go to the Shelby Daytona thing. Oh yeah, now that's a car I want to drive. We'll buy it. and we'll do the first race just to see how the car feels, and then what we'll do is take that and upgrade it from some of the points I get from this race. So let's tune. Okay, I think 30 psi is the where I want to be. So we'll check that out. Can't change anything here. Can't change anything here. Yeah, that'll work. Let's try out the car and let's see how it works. All right, let's see how this thing acts. Oof. Long first gear. Okay, can go up to about 8,000. Should have seen that on the dash. Okay, I don't need to brake that early. So one thing that some people might notice is I do have traction control and ABS on. I have traction control sport because for a lot of cars, I feel like just having that little peace of mind helps a lot. And I don't find that it ruins the tires like anymore. Like your tires don't really die faster from what I can tell. Maybe I'm wrong. For an old car, this thing, like, generally these slower A-class older cars, they don't have as much slide to it. But this one's got a lot of oversteer. Like, just baked into it. It's actually pretty fun. I hit that cone on the inside. That feels good. Tires are already dying. That's kind of surprising. How many laps is this race gonna be? We might actually need to like pit for tires in the middle of this race. Oh no.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
I think it's gonna be 3 or 4 laps. Come on. If you can get the braking right, that's where all the time is in this car. Good morning, Lenny. Oh, come on. So that's gonna be like a 16. Okay, and the tires are gone after 3 laps. All right. Stock tires do not last very. The feature race lasts. Oh goodness. You're gonna need to do 4 laps on those tires. Yep. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on. My car is bog standard stock. Power through that a little bit more if I can. Got one chance to get this good lap in. Good morning. Am I gonna be able to do it? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. Oh, shoot. Well, we tried. It's a little too slow to get to it. Good morning, Slim. All right, where am I sitting right now in the stand, the leaderboards? Okay. I am in 8th place. Let's do that. We're gonna have to make the tires last. There's nothing else we can do. Because they're gonna be on medium tires, they're gonna make the thing last the whole race, and yeah, if I want any chance of doing anything here, it's, you know, it's gonna be having to make sure those tires can last. All right, first race of the day. First race of the day. I think I was gonna go back and try one of those campaign ones again too, the endurance races, later on. So we'll try that later on. Whew. So yeah, we'll. Everyone's got much better starts than I do. I think all of these guys have upgraded cars. My rating might go down from this, but, or my like skill rating, but if my safety rating goes up from this, that'll be good. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting absolutely creamed here. Okay, that's one. Is he giving up? Oh, shoot. Not losing these guys too bad.
Total time penalty is about half a second.
Come on. Yeah, it's the Shelby Daytona. It's a nice, like, it's high power, but it's lower speeds, obviously, than most of the race cars, so it actually feels pretty good to drive. So yeah, we're just using this as XP right now because I don't like to buy the car upgrade points. I like to kind of grind for it. Oof, a little bit of a squirrely exit there. Cause yeah, you can pay in-game currency and just like upgrade it, and I have plenty of in-game currency, but like part of the fun is learning the car and like getting better with it as you go. Upgrading it, I feel like that's part of the fun. Everyone was so butthurt about it because they wanted to upgrade their cars all right away, which I get if I get if you're playing, like if you just want to try out builds and stuff, maybe they should have had like a test track mode where you could have like all of the upgrades, but I don't know. So one thing that I brought up before I think you guys got in, I'm trying to experiment a little bit with different racing games I can play, and obviously Forza Motorsport here is like the primary game I'd like to continue playing because I have a lot of fun with this game. But some variety would be good, but looking at variety, I'm trying to think, you know, what would be a good way to provide that variety. I'm thinking, I have Horizon 5, Forza Horizon 5, and that game is still within life cycle, so they're still doing new series and things with it. Like, I don't think they're doing major updates with the game, but, you know, they're still maintaining it. That might be a good racing game to supplement some Forza. Like, WRC was really fun the other day, but I don't know, like, I didn't have as much fun doing WRC on stream, if that makes any sense. Like, I love playing WRC. It's so much fun. It's one of the best rally games out there, just in terms of like the amount of content that you get, the different types of cars you can get. That's all one complete package instead of being, you know, like a bunch of mods, which I'm sure Slim knows, but I am not a huge fan of modding. Like, not that I don't have any issue with modding. I just don't like spending the time to do it, because I feel like in the end I would just rather play a new game that has all the content that I'm looking for. If that makes any sense. Well, I wish I was having more fun racing with people right now. I'm having fun with this car. This car is really fun to drive. I'm just not doing very well because I don't think it's oh, ooh, those tires are losing their grip fast. Oh my gosh, my tires are so dead. see my rears are gone. But yeah, I love WRC. Wasn't enjoying the streaming it so much. So I'm trying to think of like, okay, what's some other racing games I can do that I would enjoy streaming? And I think Horizon would be in a very similar vein as this game. Oh, my tires are so gone. Yeah, the sand dunes are good. That's probably the best off-road part of the whole area. They have some really good rally courses in there too, rally like tracks. Oh gosh. Woo! My tires were cooking. Yeah, everyone had a car that was upgraded. I was the only one that didn't have an upgraded car, but I finished P7 because people left. Whoa! The pit lane guys, what are they doing? They're just I've never seen that before. Just face down in the tarmac in the pit lane. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I get that, Lenny. That's still almost too much for me. Like figuring out Content Manager and how to get my graphic settings like get my graphic settings right, how to get Soul and Pure working right, you know, like that is enough for me to not want to do it. If like as much as I really want to play AC sometimes, like I think for me it would feel like too much of a hassle to get everything together for me to have fun. And then I have to worry a lot of, like, I've heard I have to worry a lot about setups and stuff when I race in AC because there's certain quirks within the engine. I mean, I could be wrong. But I don't know. That to me is something I've always wanted to do. And maybe I need Dale to hold my hand too. I would like it if Dale held my hand. Just kidding. I wish he was here. That would be even funnier. Where is... There it is. Shelby, Cobra, Daytona, Coupe. Let's find a design. Shelby 98. Rusty Shelby 98. What is that? No Hesse? No. What is that? Ooh. The Golf? Ooh, I kind of like that orange. Ooh. That looks fun. I'm gonna try it. No, is that... Oh, I've seen that. So I have to ask then, Slim, how much did you enjoy the racing on Wednesday, my endurance racing? How much did you enjoy that endurance racing on Wednesday? I mean, I enjoyed myself. I'll let you know that right away. Oh, because you knew it was bots. So you did know it was bots. Okay. I'm just curious. There it is. So 1,000. I think the first thing we gotta do is get those sport tires. Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, I admit that I get it. I get it. I was doing that mostly so I could get in cars that I want to race. But I totally understand why somebody wouldn't want to watch somebody race bots. Just checking stuff here. Featured multiplayer. Did I get up? Nope, I did not get up to the right PI. Let's keep driving this car. I'm having fun in this car. I have to do some upgrades to it still, but we'll keep leveling it up and see what kind of upgrades we can get on this. The first upgrade that we need to get is those race tires, because race tires are such a big deal. I feel like they're such a big deal in this game. Having the freedom to choose what tire you use and having the grip from them is so nice.
After you pass under the bridge, you'll be uphill into the right-hand elevator band, which halfway through becomes a steep descent. So be sure you're pointed properly before you get back hard on the gas.
Let's do that. Let's do this. I need to figure out the... There it is. Ooh. There we go. Can increase those rear tire pressures just a little bit. Yeah, they have this. I very rarely use it, which is not good. But I really should. I have to remember what the tire pressures need to be. A lot of movement in this track. Tires are gonna actually last. Nice. That little downhill section is so much fun. Woo! Come on, baby. Nice, good lap there. So we increased the rears just a little bit for tire pressure. Do that. I think it's 30. That goes up about a PSI. So we'll go to that. We'll go to that. We'll see if that works. I guess we could try qualifying. Yeah, let's do it. Qualify. Let's get some good laps in here. Whew. That is a blistering lap. A 35, 135. Who's excited for the race this weekend? Hopefully Lando can get another win under his belt. That's my hope. Not a bad lap.
2 remaining.
I hope AC. Actually, AC Evo, I am so incredibly excited for that because where the issues that I have with this game in some of the areas, like handling wise, I almost am certain that AC Evo will be able to correct if they've done it the right way, that is. Yeah, I'm just incredibly excited for AC Evo. I will be obviously getting that when it comes out. I'm very excited to see how good it is. I'm excited to see how good it is. Like, not to say that it will be good, but I just want to see how good the cars feel. Like, if it's going to live up to all the hype that's surrounding it. Because, you know, ACC had its fair share of gripes and issues.
1 remaining.
I think that's about as good as I'm going to do. I'm not even going to attempt another. Yeah, I'm not so sure though. I'm not so sure they'll have car feel, you know, nailed right out of the gate. You know, because car feel wasn't great in ACC. Now I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will take what they've learned from ACC and they'll do what they can for AC Evo. I'm sure they'll be taking that learnings, but yeah. What they need to nail in AC Evo is user interface, and they need to nail every other aspect of that game. They need to make, you know, people really like Content Manager. They need to make sure that it feels maybe a little bit like Content Manager, or maybe it doesn't have to feel like it, but it has to have some of the same functionalities, I would say, and a good user interface, I would say, with that. And they need to have an online system that is competent. They need to have online races. If they want to have any chance, they need to try to implement online matchmaking, skill and safety ratings at the start. They need to do it themselves. Because while the community will do that, it'll be a huge flop initially when they can't. Yeah, or bring in LFM from the start if that's how you want to. I have issues with LFM because when I can race in LFM is late at night, and US servers are just not populated in LFM, no matter what racing thing you do. Like, you just can't find a server after 8 p.m. in the United States. In Central Time, at least. You can't find one after 8 p.m. It's just it's just impossible. You have to race early in the day or in the middle of the day, and that's just how it is. And LFM will be a detractor for newcomers. As much as we all enjoy it, it will be a detractor from newcomers. So. Right, it is a continent issue, but if you implement it for newcomers in America from the beginning, I think you're going to have more luck with it though. And if it's not an LFM. So. Us Americans, we like things easy. Excuse me. And the easier we make it, the better. Alright, let's see if we can have a better race here. Let's get another swig of coffee here. And there's so many factors that go into making a game successful, especially a racing game. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. Like, not one particular thing will make it make or break. If they can nail their car handling, oh my gosh, my acceleration just isn't there. Oh goodness gracious, shoo me, shoo me. Oh, somebody biffed it already. Get him in the braking zone. Oh, what a take. What an overtake. Get this guy. Yeah, he's gone. Get these guys up here. I think we can. Man, they just have way more acceleration than me, which makes sense because their cars are probably fully upgraded. Man, I was gaining so much time in that first section of the track, but the uphill portion, my car really starts to show its weaknesses. Woo! Do not want to go wide there. Come on. Woo. No, no, don't go wide, don't go wide. Oh, thank goodness. Just don't have the pace. I'm not going to catch him, I don't think. I thought I did, but they're just so much faster up the hill. I do stream from one PC, that is correct. I have one PC doing everything. My CPU is pretty good for what it is. I have the 5700X Ryzen. I do have a laptop I could technically stream from, I think, but I don't have any desire to set that up right now. Yes, I use game capture. And then I specify specifically the game that I wanted to capture. You could do it like a window capture, and I have a window capture scene, like widget sort of thing. But since I don't normally want to show what I have up, in case there's any like personal information on it, I don't use that very often. And when I do, it's being very careful with what I show. Yeah, I know the chat box is like not going to be difficult. I know it's not going to be difficult. It's just a matter of figuring it out. So, or it has been difficult for me, I guess, but I know you can do it because other people obviously do it. Let's see if I have any job alerts. Nope. All right. Well, that was a much better race. Did much better that time. Dude, that guy's having a rough couple races here. JCR Wars.
Great work.
All right. So 8th place, still far from where I want to be, but it's a step in the right direction. Brands Hatch is next. So what we're gonna do, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be able to set up. I'm definitely going to be able to do better in the acceleration zones, I think, given what I see off the line. Definitely going to be faster in acceleration zones. Can be more confident in it too. Level 11. Performance. Yeah, look at all these different things. Actually, oh, you can restrict airflow. But that's the only thing in there. Tons of upgrades. Yeah, we're going to be able to do a lot. So first thing, we're going to do that. Upgrades handling and braking. Doesn't upgrade any acceleration or anything, but if we go to like, maybe, let's try and focus on acceleration. Let's try to focus on acceleration here. Back to upgrades. Can't do that. Could do that. Could also just do air filter. Let's do the air filter. So we could do that, or we could go to tire width. Increase front tire width to give better handling. No, let's not do that right now. Get some of the race anti-roll bars. Rear anti-roll bars might help with some stability. You can get a rear wing and a front bumper. Let's see where that gets us. lot better handling and grip, like braking, a few upgrades for acceleration too. All right, let's see where the next race is. I still am not S rating in my Kailami. All right. Let's do some Kailami. The added grip from my tires should be beneficial here.
The Kailami Grand Prix circuit was abandoned by international racing in the 1990s due to political issues and nearly redeveloped before it was saved at auction in 2014. Since then, it's been refurbished, upgraded, and re-embraced by racers worldwide.
Let's do that. Let's lower that a bit. Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna increase it all the way just so that we can get steady intervals, and then we'll come back down to like, we'll make it a little stiffer. Let's do like an 18 and see where we get there. We can increase that if we want some more oversteer, understeer sort of thing. Let's do some practice. Feels pretty good and stable. Ooh, a little bit of understeer there. Could use a little bit more oversteer. A little bit more turn in there. Although rear anti-roll bars I don't think is going to be what does that. Talking to me, or are you talking to Lenny's ambition of doing his yard projects? I see how it is. You think I have no ambition, don't you? I see how it is, Slim. Well, you know what? Now that I'm feeling this, I don't know if I will change my anti-roll bar at all. If anything, I might soften it to give me a little bit more stability. Just so I don't have to battle it. As much in the the braking zones and stuff. Oh gosh. Stay on, stay on, stay on. There we go. I have more pace than I did, but it's not enough. Oh no. We'll head back to the pits here. Quit practice. So what is this landscaping consisting of, Lenny? Here, let's... You know, we're not going to qualify for this one. We're just gonna go for it. Not too many people in this lobby so far. We're gonna just decrease that a little bit, and we're gonna decrease this by a half. Can't change my brake bias. That's a little bit unfortunate. Rebuilding a failed retaining wall. Are you saying it failed because it didn't retain, or was it a fail from the beginning and was not created correctly? Or was it just old and now needs to get replaced? Because we have a retaining wall at my house that I grew up in, and that just failed over years of being used. But medium tires, let's do some practice in the medium tires. Excuse me. Mostly age.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
Oh! A lot of the difficulty is the transfer of, like when you brake, the car wants to, when you brake, the car wants to just kind of like kick out from behind you. It's not so much that the anti-roll bars can't keep up. Well, they can't keep up, but it's just... Ugh. Oh goodness. It just, yeah, like the rear end just wants to... So that's what I was planning on doing, but I can't do that yet until I get the upgraded brakes. So yes, you're right. That's what I need to do. I just can't do it yet. It's a great track. I think that's my split to the time that I just set up there. I don't think that's my split to my best time. If it is, oh my gosh, I'm making a lot of time up. How good would that be? That'd be really fun. I will say though, I don't think it would be a great passing track. I mean, you have this down the hill section, but it'd be so hard to follow. It is so hard to follow down the hill. You'd have to follow into Cheetah as close as you could with an opportunity down the straight here. This would be your opportunity. Uh-oh. Oh no. Game froze. That's the first crash I've had on stream for this game. That's the first crash I've had on stream for this game. Let's stop the game. I think we're gonna miss out on that race, sadly. Yes, Cheetah would be amazing. Oh my gosh, dude, you'd get people getting shunted wide. You get people freaking breaking their backs off Cheetah. Ooh, FP1 highlights. I haven't seen it yet, so I have no idea what to expect. There we go. Wheels back to normal. Yeah. I'm hoping it'll be another good weekend for those two. I think Silverstone could have some really interesting battles. Um, I'm interested to see how close they are together because I think it is very evident that the Red Bull is not the best car, but Max is just that good. Which we already knew that, I think, but now it's really showing. That McLaren is definitely the best car out there. And Lando's a great driver, but he's not Max. As much as I love Lando, he's one of my favorite drivers on the grid. But I think it'll be a really good race. I hope it'll be a really good race. Shoot, gotta go back to Yas Marina. Let's see if there's another race that's like quicker that we can get into here. A medium race in the Formula Mazdas. Those are fun. Or I could do another Hockenheim ring didgeridoo here. The Forza Mazda, the Formula Mazdas are fun. Hockenheim full circuit in the GT cars. I just don't want to race at. Oh, it's Dale. It's the big D money. Slow to pro sim racing. How's it going, my friend? Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to do the touring cars? Yes, he will learn quickly how to deal with pressure. I mean, Max is some of the best pressure you could ask for, so. All right, let's do some Hockenheim ring in the GT cars. Now, the car that I was using earlier was the Lexus. But I have the Skechers Audi ready to go. It's going good. Happy to be here streaming, racing, having some fun. Yeah, I got all my stuff done for the week, so just having some fun doing some racing here, and gonna be doing some cleaning around the house. The dog is getting fixed today, so no dog in the house that I have to worry about. And since I haven't heard anything yet from the vet, I would assume that things are gonna go well. I hope for him. So he's a goober, but we love him. But let's do this car. Let's do the Audi. And let's see how the Audi handles. At the Hockenheim ring. Now, if I remember correctly, this car is one of the best cars in this class of cars. So let's do some soft tires. Let's do like 4 laps of fuel. Noodles is getting de-noodled. He is losing those noodles. Stiff suspension is fine. Let's see if we can balance this out just a little bit. Maybe get some more top speed. No, he is not. He's just losing them outright. I want to see. No, actually, for these, tune the car, setup manager. I can find a tune. A few changes that I learned. Unbeatable version 5. Off the line, good all around. Can't use that one because we need to keep the car class the same. GT series. Tuned with max aero for cornering. Good all around. GT spec grip. You know what? Let's try it. Cancel. Let's try this guy's tune. I haven't tried this before, trying someone else's tune in the GT series here, but let's give it a chance. Let's give it a try. I want to see the steering wheel. So, I've offered to do the commentating again, but I can't afford, okay, I don't need a break that late. I can't afford the software this season. So, I will do it, but I won't have ACC TV, so I don't know. A little bit of a glitch there in the sound. I would love to I put in quali fuel and stuff. Let's get back into the cockpit that I know. Yeah, that's probably where I would be in silver.
Till race start.
Feeling pretty good. Yeah, I probably would even race the BMW again for this season. When Loverink actually makes it, Loverink puts up a good fight against Larson. Oh, shoot. Trying to go too hard. Okay, let's do qualifying. Let's do it. Well, Larson puts in so much time. I know he puts in a ton of time to being good. And Larson's a great guy. Like, I met him in real life a couple times. Such a good dude. So I know for Larson, even though he has real racing experience, he just puts in the time. Oh yeah. That's a fairly good lap. Woo!
30 seconds to race start.
Yeah, he's gonna say that's probably BS though. The thing is, Larson knows how to see, like, the talent part of it is like experience, I think, in terms of like mentality and how to properly manage expectations in a race. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go medium, medium. That's how we're gonna run this race. Maybe medium soft if we can. So I've got a Viper and a Corvette in front of me. And then behind me, he's really close, is a BMW. Those are good. Then a Porsche. Those are okay. I haven't seen these Lamborghinis, so I'm not sure how good this is going to be. Okay, let's do it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, while we're waiting, guys, share this with everyone you know so that I can get more subscribers and just do this all the time, because this would be fun. Yeah, but I think if we can all learn some management of expectations in races, I think you could learn a lot more in the time given. I swear if you give me a penalty for that, good. He's a rate controller guy. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Breaking him. Let's go. Doesn't have the top speed that I do, so that's good. Hey, it's Easton. How you doing, man? Let's focus on keeping this podium. I'm not sure I agree fully with things. Like, sure, everyone's got, you know, limitations, but I think if you know your limitations and you work around them, you can be just as good. Now, it may take more work than others, like for some people than others, and there may be some circumstances where mentality and your personality make it more difficult for you to maybe have that shift, but I think anyone can do it if they put their mind to it. Oh no, this guy. Come on. Okay, well, there is a 65-year-old F1 driver thing, but I still think that, you know, people our age, you can still learn. Or people younger, you know, they can still learn. Obviously, age is a thing, but that has nothing to do with having the knowledge of what to do. Sure, your reaction times aren't going to be as good, but that's different from having the skills to know how to operate a car, in like a racing environment. Come on. Can I maybe do one more lap? That'd be my goal. Maybe I can put on softs. I'll give this as an analogy for my mentality. I think everyone has the capability of singing, and singing well. The problem is exposure and training. As you get older, your voice will change, but you have to learn to then adapt to your voice as you grow older. And it's mostly down to then learning how to, you know, read music properly. Let's try one more lap. Just had my fastest lap there. No, nope. I don't. I strongly disagree. You can teach anyone to sing if you have the right training. You. I guarantee you can. You're not going to be an opera level singer, but you don't need to be an opera level singer. Anyone can learn how to sing properly and sing well. I've been singing my whole life, and I guarantee it's the case. I've seen people who you'd never think would be singers become singers, and it's just learning to find your voice. And it's not a perfect analogy, I'll give you that, but it is close, in my opinion. Okay, let's put on those soft tires. Meh. I think there's always a limit. There's always, like, where you can always get better, even when you're older. Okay, this is where I shine now. Got ahead of Big Daddy L here. Look at that. Oh, goodness. There we go. Can I catch Bjorn up here? I don't know. I don't think so. Dude, this Big Daddy L guy has so much top line speed. Not losing any more positions. Final lap. Come on. Let's go, baby. Maintained. Maintained. Let's go. Whew. That was tough. Guy behind me had so much top speed. Oh my gosh. Dude, the albino thumbs had an off track every single one of his laps. Wow. That was a tough race. I wish I could have gotten that third, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of mentality into it, and I think there's a lot about mentality and shifting mindsets, which I'm not gonna lie is difficult. An average Joe is gonna have harder doing that than somebody who's been racing for years and has just grown up knowing how to do that. But that doesn't mean that you can't learn. It's like learning a new language. It's harder as you get older. There's a mentality shift in there. And sure, there's some reaction time stuff, but that doesn't mean, that you can't train that. Like reaction times, there's something that you can still train as you go. Nobody starts off with, perfect reaction times. I think that with a bit, with training, you can, like dedicated training. But I'm not trying to consider old and slow in this. Although, if you're old, that doesn't mean you have to be slow. That, you can still, there's still a high level that you can reach at that age. It's obviously going to be different than a 19-year-old kid, and that's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing that, I am arguing that, us within, but I'm not talking about age. I'm not trying to talk about age. I just said I wasn't talking about age. As you get older, they're obviously getting older. But let's put somebody with relatively the same age. Okay, I think I'm actually the same age as Max Verstappen. Okay. Max Verstappen has been racing his whole entire life. He has got such a massive head start, but do I think, okay, first of all, do I think I'm going to actually get to Max Verstappen's level? No, I don't think I am. The amount of practice and work that I have to do, the things that I'd have to give up would be too great. I'd have to spend every hour of my day eat, sleep, breathe racing in order to make that happen. I would have to train my reaction time. I would have to spend countless hours on track and in the simulator. I would have to learn everything I can about car mechanics and what and how I like a car to react. That, there's so much more. There's so much more, that goes into me getting to that level than it would be for someone else. And I'm not saying, yes, there were a lot of other kids on his grid, but if you listen about Max Verstappen's upbringing, everything was going to Formula One. Everything he did was racing. Everything that he does in his free time is racing. That guy knows a car better than anyone in terms of how it operates, how it feels. Sure, he may not understand all the tech of a Formula One car, but he eats, sleeps, breathes racing. He knows how to handle a car so good from that innate, trained instinct from being a child in a race car. But it's not genetic. Racing is not something that people do. It's not something that we were ever built to do as humans. It's something extra. So you say it's genetic. It's not genetic. The 40% that you're talking about is the experience, is the time. Me starting off being 2 years old or whatever, singing or whatever, is going to put me miles ahead of somebody who spent, that spent, maybe the last few years trying to get there. But reaction time is something that is trained, and that's the thing. You can train that reaction time, and that 40% you're talking about is the training and that work. No, it doesn't, but it doesn't require reaction time in the way that you think. But if you're sight singing, let's say, and the tempo is going, you have to be able to hit that note at the right time. It's not really reaction time in the same way that racing is, but you have to be able to process the music and hear what you're hearing in maybe your backup accompaniment and try and do it on the fly. And as you go, obviously it gets easier because you've done it so many times. It's a repetition thing. It's the same thing with racing. There's repetition in your lap. You do it so many times. It's why you have practice. It's why you continue to do it, and it becomes second nature. But I wouldn't say that I am innately gifted in my singing from a genetic thing. Nobody in my family is a good singer. Nobody in my family sings. The reason that I am a singer is because the reason that I am a singer is because I've spent a lot of time from a young age to get good at being a singer. And that is the same with any racer. And you can say, oh, well, they had the same amount of time as kids his age to, get up. You have to take into account the off-track time. I guarantee you Max has spent more time off track trying to get better at his racing than most people and most kids that he raced with as a kid. Yes, but that doesn't mean that you can't train your voice to be pleasant. And you may not think that your voice has that pleasant tone, but there is a tone that you can do to sing pleasantly. You just haven't figured it out yet. A lot of times it comes down to improper training or just not knowing how to use your voice. I'm 100% honest about this too. I totally believe, like, sure, you might not be a good singer now. I guarantee that if you take lessons and you put your mind to it, you can train your voice to be pleasing. You can. You can train your voice to be pleasing. I've seen it done with people who thought the same as you. I've seen it done. It doesn't matter. Pleasing voice, pleasing tone, good tone, proper tone, hitting your notes to be something that's pleasing to the ear, that makes you a good singer. Yes, you can do it. I'm 100% honest about this. I've seen it be done with people. I have seen it been done. Anyone can train their voice to be good. It's just a matter of whether you've had that training before or whether you put your mind to it. Yeah, I think with that, like, I think sprinting is more genetic than, I think sprinting is, like, I would actually argue that with sprinting, there is more of a genetic component that goes into it, like for running, because it is, it's something that humans from a young age, like kids from a young age, or people, like, humans throughout the course of, human existence, like running is something that that's been ingrained into our genetics. And there's obviously a ton of technique, don't get me wrong. Like, there's tons of things that you have to learn with sprinting properly. But if you're taller, you're going to be better at sprinting, because you obviously have to train yourself to be quick, but since you innately have longer legs, you're going to go farther, and you have the potential to go faster because you have longer legs. Sure, your acceleration might not be as good. It's the same with, like, cars. A lot of times if you have high acceleration, maybe you don't have as much top speed, sort of thing, because of your gear ratios. But since you have more leverage in your legs, you can go faster. And again, there's a lot of training that goes into that too. I'd say a lot of it still is training, but I'd say there's more of a genetic component in in sprinting than there is in, like, automobile racing or singing. I just got a message real quick. All right, let's get into some racing though. Good discussions. I think I still disagree with a lot of you guys, but how tall are you, Dale? I don't know what my 40. Well, my 40-yard dash would be terrible right now due to my leg injury, but my argument though is primarily from my experience singing. I know that people can get better, and can be good, can be truly good and great at what they are doing if they put their mind to it. Always gets harder as you get older. It's just like the mentality of, learn languages when you're young, because your brain is so malleable to be able to take in that information. But that's why I think getting started earlier in things is a bigger component than genetics.
The 9
I
Grand
don't think
hatchback
genetics are
is
that big of
critical and
a
lightning fast.
component to it.
It's critical
Definitely
for you to
not
stay alive when exiting each
40%.
turn to maximize your speed.
I wouldn't even say, well, talent, genetics, how much ever you want to put that. I think it's more of an age thing than it is a genetics thing. So the talent comes from age. So you maybe want to put 20. I would say if you're saying that 20%, maybe 40% is like how early you get into it, sure, I could maybe see that. Got Turd Ferguson in here. Look at that. Gonna give me a little bit more stability here with the rear anti-roll bars. Mariah. I don't know who that is. Alright, let's do some practice, get this car leveled up. I'd say another good example on like how the voice matters too is that, okay, I would say if I'm going from like a natural like tone technique thing, oh my gosh, I would be more of a, you know, classic big band singer, like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. I'd say my voice sounds more like Dean Martin, but I can change my voice to be more of like a country singer voice. It's all about technique at that point. And so even though I'm not as good at my like country voice or whatever you want to call it, I can still do it. Oh. Oh gosh, this guy. I do not know who Mariah is. I'm gonna be honest. I know who Beyonce is, obviously. Okay, dude. The wine drinker. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Oh my gosh, I can't get that first track. Nick Cannon's Baby Mama.
Till race start.
Well, I can tell you what, Slim, it's not genetics. That's what it is not. Thank you for the boost. Oh, Mariah Carey. That's who you're talking about. Goodness, that first turn is just deadly for me. It's proper practice how early you get into the game, time you spend. Oh my gosh, why can't I freaking drive this car? Ah. Okay, let's get out of this and it is practice too. Let's do this. Turd Ferguson in the lead. Fastest car on track. Maybe when they're growing up, they didn't spend the time focusing on the things that they should have. So many factors. Genetics is not one, though. I don't think genetics is as big of a factor. Sometimes it's luck. I mean, okay. Genetics might not be a non-factor in a game like hockey too, because maybe there's something with physicality. Maybe you're just not as strong, even though you're putting in the work to be stronger. Maybe your body just can't. It's reached its limit of strength. But I don't know. Sometimes it is a psychological thing too, which we've already addressed, that psychological things are really big. Dude, why did you have to do that? Why did you have to bump me? I know I've got some speed, I guess. Come on. Come on, Shim, what are you doing? Skip that lap.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
I think also when you get to the professional level, margins are so thin that the differences between somebody who is on the fourth line and somebody who's on the first line, sure, there might be a huge, like somebody who's just been playing their whole life and is like a Wunderkind and just has that ability and was trained at a young age to be very good, but the margins become very small the higher you go. I don't think it's genetic differences though. I still don't think it's genetic differences. Shoot. Losing the car. I really need to get the brakes upgraded in this car. Who's Allen Iverson? I don't know who that is. All right, let's try one qualifying lap. When did he play? Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I rolled the car. Leaving qualifying.
Well done. Currently P11 after qualifying.
Again, those physical sports, though, I think are more prone to having more of those genetic components. I don't think racing and singing are much. Maybe singing more than racing, but same reason why runners generally if you put your mind to it, you can memorize things, train yourself to see things. Yeah, that might be the case, but I think if you look at it the way that you guys are looking at it, you're never going to get any better. And that might not be the case. I know you guys are still trying and working to get better at it, but if you take at it with that mentality, you're never going to you're never even going to try. Like, that's the thing. You got to be able to go out there and try. So, well, there may be a lot of truth to what you're saying. I think that's the wrong mentality to take. I still think that's the wrong mentality to take. I still don't think it's as big of a component as you guys think it is, though. I really don't. All right. Looks like everything's going good with the dog. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not fully on board. Let's see how far I can get up though in this race. A little bit more acceleration off the line there. My goodness, dude. There's a Canadian. Watch out. There's a Canadian in the race. Come on, let's get up there. So they're always, this one is like an open one. This race is open. I know you know what that means in this game. Because even the fixed races aren't really fixed in terms of setup for this game. I usually like to do that too. And that's what I am doing for these. Get in those tires first. How was I not off track there? Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious, what am I doing? I'm still pretty far away from fully upgrading my car. The main thing is obviously the levels. I've gained 4 levels, so I should be able to do some pretty good upgrades with that. Oh my gosh. I need the brake upgrades really bad. Dude, he just left. He just left. Okay, got one more lap. I'm so much faster in the corners than this guy. Except for that corner, because I don't know how to take it right. I'll take that. Hey Dale, you have a good one? You have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Actually, we've just reached 2.5 hours on the stream, so I think I'm gonna be done here soon too. So we're gonna be done here shortly with the stream, because somebody needs to go get some dinner, or some lunch. That someone is me. I need some lunch real bad. Probably gonna have some leftover chicken tiki masala if I can, unless my wife took that for work today. Then not gonna be eating any chicken tiki masala. So we'll have to see. Let's, before we go, take stock of where we are from an upgrade standpoint for the car. So there's going to be more of that car, I think, next week. Where is it? Shelby. There we go. So actually we have quite a bit of performance upgrades that we can make. So we can do, let's do the tire upgrades to get more handling. And we're actually doing really good on handling and stuff right now. So what I want to do is really start to give this car more get up and go. Back to the upgrades. Exhaust system, let's do that. So let's really upgrade this car as much as we can to get it up to where we want it to be. We're not going to put any wings or anything on it yet. Didn't even change anything there. How much? It's a pretty good acceleration increase. So top speed will go down, but that'll be okay. More downforce. Always going to be good for racing on these road circuits. Oh man, I'm getting tired. All right. So it's another thing got to look at. See if I got back up to an S safety rating. I'm not up to an S safety rating yet, but I have been increasing my skill quite a bit. They say my skill's pretty high. We could actually do it right after this. I'm gonna go get lunch here soon, but honestly, we could just do it right after this, and then I could have it. We could be done with it. So, but yeah, since we're at 11:30, didn't even realize what time it was. I think that'll be it for racing for today. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. I know we had some good discussion on things. Yeah, it was good. I'm glad we had a good discussion today, and hopefully be back next week. Looking to be on, well, I'll be on, Monday through some time of the day. I don't know exactly when yet. I'd like to try to do the mornings. It feels a little bit better. For me, at least. But yeah, hope you guys liked the stream. I actually did get a phone call just a little bit ago, so I'm gonna go see what that phone call was for, and then yeah, maybe we'll hop on, Slim. So hey guys, thank you all for all your support. Really appreciate it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And let me know how I'm doing. So, hey, you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good one. Peace.
Just to see you come back home. But each step that you took towards her, well, you took each one alone. And every time you said, my God, how is it up there on that phone? Well, I've been waiting undefeated just to hear you say that I'm not needed. I said I was an honest man. You said I wasn't at all, but I wanted it. Well, I think you're just afraid of the fall, but you won't be there at all. No, you won't be there at all. My God, I hope you're falling apart. My God, I hope you're falling and you will. My God, I hope you're falling apart. It's gonna be the start of what you are. Well, I remember when you said that you hate everything I do. You didn't have a reason, then wish I'd given one to you.